Hello everyone and welcome to Europa Universalis 4 featuring the extended timeline mod. My name is Chief Gironca, and if you've read the title of this video, which I'm sure you have, you know that I'm not going to play as the Roman Empire. Instead, I will play as the one village that was not, or that has not been conquered. I'm going to play as the village of the Indomitables. So for those of you who don't know, I'm going to play as Asterix. And so I'm very happy about this. The first time that the first time I'm using this mod, the extended timeline mod, and second, this is the first time I'm actually playing as a custom nation. I did a showcase once, but I never actually made a series. Now, I thought this is just too good. I have to do this. But before I actually get into the gameplay, I want to go over a couple of things. And first off, I want to start with the timeline right now. Now, of course, the extended timeline mod offers a lot of different times, obviously, from very early on to the present date. And this is the earliest start date you could pick, 58 after Christ. And however, I know that this is wrong. Actually, the Asterix comics play during the reign of Julius Caesar. And this kind of bothers me, but this was the best way I could do it, so I thought, I'd do it as well. Oh, I might as well do it. Whatever. So, yeah, just want to get this out of the way. This is kind of 100 years later than it should be, but I'm still using the same characters as in the comics. So I hope you all understand. What did I do? Where do I start? Well, obviously I created a custom nation, and let's start with the sigil. Now, if you know the ruler of the village chief, his name is, well, actually, that's one thing I need to talk about. His name is, in American version, his name is Vital Statistics, which I guess is quite funny, but it doesn't really seem like a name a leader should have. So I personally picked the German name, the name I actually grew up with when I watched that as a little kid. And the name in Germany is called, he's called Majestix. And I think that sounds much more like a leader, and that's why I chose this one. Now, for most part of this series, if I talk about people, I will try to use the American English kind of names for people, but sometimes I either mess it up, or I just think others fit better. Obviously we don't know the last name of Majestix or whatever his name is, so I just picked Gaul because, well, that's the culture. So I made this a tribal kingdom because, well, that's what they are, and the primary culture is Gallian. That there's no question about that. I made him actually a little bit better in administrative, diplomatic, and military because he's fearless, he's well-informed, that's what it says, he's unambitious and pretty much well-tempered, which I think makes him a pretty good diplomat, and, overall just wanted to increase his strength a little bit. However, he is 40 years old because it said that he is middle-aged, and 40 was the oldest you can get, and I think 40 is quite good. I mean, middle-age, to me, that seems like being like 35 or 45, so I guess 40 is a pretty good age. And as his heir, I actually put his brother, because I do not know that he has a wife, but he does not have a son, no children for that matter. So I put his brother, and his brother's name is Double Helix, and the oldest you can make him is 30. So 10 years younger, I guess that works. He's the heir right now of our tribal kingdom. Now, when creating the custom nation here, I obviously went a little overboard on the whole idea groups, which I'm going to talk about later. But I think, considering the big neighbor we have, I think that's fair. I also put the what's it called, difficulty is on normal, because, well, I couldn't really decide which one to put it on, so I just left it normal. There's no lucky nations. I don't even know how that would play out in this mod, but I just turned it off because I don't like it. But I used player bonuses. This is the first time I'm actually using that in any playthrough, but again, in this playthrough, there's no achievement run, there's nothing I want to get. I just want to survive, basically. I want to survive against the Romans, so I think that's fair, giving me a little bit of a bonus. Still, they're stronger than me. But yeah, we'll see how that works out. And as I said, I was going a little bit overboard with the points, with the ideas, but I had a limit of 800 points, which is the highest, and I only ended up using 422, so it's probably not too bad. It's probably because I only picked one province. But yeah, I wanted to talk about this flag. Now, there's no official flag for this village, at least none that I know of. So what I did, I tried to represent the shield which the chief is standing on. So he's standing on this one big shield, and yeah, so this is like a blue shield or turquoise shield with a white star on it. So yeah, I think that kind of represents his official flag or something like that. Yeah, I think it works well enough. Anything on here that I have forgotten? I don't think so. Our religion is obviously Druidist. What's it called? Yeah, Druidist. So that's in this mod, so I thought I might as well use this. So the German name for the Druid is Miraculix, which might sound weird to some people, but I kind of like the English one, Get a Fix. That sounds kind of awesome, so I'm gonna use Get a Fix for now. And we actually get to pick a deity, and I have not really decided which one I want to pick, but they're all pretty good. I mean, manpower, battle relations, diplomatic relations, infantry combat ability, national tax. I'm probably gonna go for this because we're hopefully not gonna fight anyone right now anyways, so we might as well pick the deity right now. Yeah, get the tax, give me some income. Actually no, I'll pick that later and I show you around even more. So what else is there? Obviously technology. I picked Roman technology, which is the same as the Romans have. The only one that is better would be Western technology, but you know, I felt like I wouldn't really want to do that. But yeah, I mean, we're surrounded by Romans, so we basically have their technology, and plus we have a druid who's really kind of smart. So yeah, and we're kind of ahead of time, 75 years. So we're not gonna have technology for a long ass time, which is fine. What else is there to do? Economy, yeah. So I guess we're gonna go over to the ideas now. The indomitable ideas. So we have fort defense and core creation, hostile core creation. Now I think both of these make sense. We are just one village basically, surrounded by the Roman Empire, and to be more precise, we're actually surrounded by 4 forts, and those forts are most commonly known as Aquarium, which I tried to name this province. Then we have Baba Orum, we have Laudanium, and we have Petit Bonum. So those are the 4 forts that kind of surround our village. And yeah, so I went in and changed it. Hopefully it's not going to change back, because I have dynamic province names enabled. So hopefully it's not going to change back, but if it does, you've seen it this time. I even made this Roman troop move, just so that you can actually read the name. But yeah, those are the 4 forts, and we're surrounded, but we have so far survived, and I think that makes sense that we have fort defense. And also hostile core creation, I guess it's kind of canon, but I mostly did this because I think if you have hostile core creation, it's less likely, the AI is less likely to attack you. And I don't even have a strategy on how to do this, how to manage this right now, but I somehow have to survive. That's my goal. I want to survive and maybe even make the Roman Empire fall, but I don't know. So that's our traditions, and we have some ideas. So obviously we have the magic potion right here that gives us infantry combat ability. You can read that little text. I really did a lot. I was really doing a lot of research about all of this stuff, and it really took me quite some time to get all these ideas in. So I'm gonna read this out. The druid Get a Fix periodically creates a magic potion that makes the inhabitants of our village invincible. I almost pity the poor Romans. Yeah, if you watched the shows or read the comics, you obviously know that we just beat the crap out of these Roman soldiers. Alright, next one is placebo herbs. From time to time, the magic potion is not available. In such a case, a potion made from herbs called tea provides enough psychological boost to withstand the Roman attacks. So yeah, this is obviously, if you know Asterix in Britain, that's where that whole thing about, that's basically where I got this idea from. So this increases our morale by quite a lot. The Chieftain's Shield, I talked about that earlier, that's our sigil. It is a custom for our village chief to travel on its shield, carried by 2 shield bearers. And they always say pride comes before a fall. And, well, what do they know? As you all know, the chief always falls off of his shield. Next up is the Indomitables. You don't keep your independence for long if you despise conflict. And luckily, our villagers, as you all know, have a knack for getting into fights. And yes, they do. And that reduces monthly war exhaustion, which is very important for us because, well, we're constantly at war with all of these forts, at least in theory. Yeah, next is Druidism. The vast knowledge of the Druids help to discover new technologies quicker. I guess that makes a lot of sense. Galifix is quite a smart guy, and he has, well, we don't exactly have technology, but we have like magic and potions, and that's kind of good, as good as technology. Asterix the Adventurer. On their many missions abroad, Asterix and Obelix have made themselves a name as decent people. Usually that pays off eventually. So yeah, as I've said again, if you watch the little clips or the films or whatever you want to call it, or read the comics, you know what they've done. They've been to Britain, Asterix been to Egypt even, to build a palace for Julius Caesar in Alexandria. And all these people obviously like the little villagers here. They like them. So maybe eventually they will return the favor. Who knows? Last but not least, don't be selfish. Because if it weren't for Asterix, greedy Obelix would have all the fun beating up the Romans. Let's make sure everyone gets to smack a soldier. So yeah, obviously prestige from land battles makes a lot of sense because our villagers love to fight. And yeah, our ambition is attrition for enemies, which yeah, I just put in there because I like attritioning my enemy. But we probably, if I can make a guess here, we're probably not gonna get all the way to the end. But yeah, that was all of the ideas. That was basically everything I had to say. I feel like I forgot something, but you know, it doesn't matter. I'm just really hyped for this. I hope we can do anything. Hopefully we're not gonna just get annexed the first day. That would be terrible. But yeah, we got our, look who's leading this. Our leader, Majestix, is leading our army. We're gonna put him out of there probably. I don't know. We'll have to pick the deity here. So we're gonna pick the national tax first, just to get some extra income. And we even have a decision already. Hold a meeting of the druids. Gather together the most talented druids to sacrifice for the gods and foresee the future. Interesting. So admin power and cash. So we're gonna lose gold and admin power, but we will get, for 1 year, we will get stability cost, missionary strength, and morale. I don't think we need to do that right now. So I'm gonna leave that. Well, let's turn it on. So as a tribal monarchy, we obviously have to reform the government. Maybe that's like a short-term in-between goal. I think the really short-term goal or goal of this campaign is to stay alive. Then maybe we might even get to reform the government, and maybe we can even just destroy the Roman Empire. Although I don't know if that's possible right now in this setting. The Roman Empire is at war with the Parthia and some of their allies. So that's very interesting. But I'm pretty sure that they can win. I mean, they have the largest army in the world, and Parthia is strong, but they cannot hold off the Roman Empire. But maybe all the Germanic tribes will attack them. Who knows? Maybe we will even destroy them. Alright, what else is there? Technology reform. Yeah, as I said, we can... Actually, this is Eastern and not Western. Well, apparently Roman technology is weaker than Eastern, but maybe once we've reformed the government, this doesn't matter. Whatever. Yeah, we can pick an improve prestige, save our people. don't know if I want to do any of those. We have 2 traders, so let's see what we can do. One probably over to Bordeaux, which is the only one we can reach. Okay, well, fine. So collect trade. Anastasius Antonius and Belisarius Julian. Belisarius, there you go. I guess what we're gonna do, can we vassalize anyone? We can ally people. I guess what we'll have to do is just build tall. We'll just have this one province and try to defend it as best as possible. I don't know. How much cash are we making? Not too much. We're basically making no cash at all. So let's get some allies over here, shall we? They all want to ally us. Who is the strongest out of all of them? They don't want to. The Picts. Okay, so let's get the Picts. They look the strongest. And maybe that's it for now. And maybe improve relations with, like, Saxony. They look pretty... Well, let's improve relations with the Roman Empire. They might hate us. I don't know if they have a claim on my stuff. Okay, they luckily they don't have. Okay. But they're scary. These guys are scary. But they're already in a war with someone else, so they're not going to declare war on me. I guess what we can do for now is unfund our army and our navy. We have a pretty big navy. 5 ships, Jesus. But that is the bonuses we have. So go to Bordeaux, increase our thing. 2 of those. I don't know if we need that. We probably have to just declare war on someone. It's going to be a no CB war, but, well, tough shit. What I'm supposed to do. Or maybe we get to join someone's war here. Who knows? Should I let the game rolling? Yeah, I guess. Let the game roll. Hopefully it's not going to crash. We've got an alliance with the Picts, so that's good. Very, very nice. Ooh, yeah, so I have really no idea how this is going to play out, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. This is, again, now I've just had one of these series as Brittany playing right in this direction, so that's kind of unfortunate. I didn't want to do that, but, well, I hope this is not too big of a problem. It just happened to be there. I really did a lot of research. This is the province of Armorica in Upper Brittany. And so this is supposedly where the village is located. And I guess, I mean, I'd rather would have like a smaller province like this one, or just like this tip. But unfortunately, that's not possible. So this is the best we get. It's the best we get. And we can still hold this meeting. I just don't feel like doing that. So for now, we're just gonna get some cash. We can obviously develop our province. I wonder how much it's gonna cost. It's classical era, capital city development. Wow, costs a lot. The classical era modifier is bad. Increased by 100. But I guess we have nothing else to do with our points. We can save up 1,100. We cannot even do, yeah, there's nothing else we can do. This is tech 12 that we can get the first idea. So, and this is 75 years ahead, and we just lose stability. Right, because that makes sense. We can boost up its cost. Base cost is 120. So if we do this, well, if we do this, let's see, we're gonna get for 1 year tech cost as the stability cost minus 10. That it's only worth it if I have more points than that. Whew. So yeah, I'm just gonna put out 1 episode of this. I think just put out 1 episode up, and then you guys kind of have to tell me what you think I should do. If you have any ideas, suggestions, whatever. Obviously, it's a great start losing 1 stability, but it should not matter too much. I think we're gonna watch the war with the Romans, and they're already winning. They're already on the winning side. Yeah, no big surprise. But yeah, that was the first episode of this. I hope you enjoyed this. If you do, please hit like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. I'll see you next time. It's Chief Gironca, signing off.